What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. So in the first video today, we're going to be talking about what to do during a market crash. We're going to get right into it. Obviously, judging by the graph on the screen right now, you can see the market took a big dip after the rewards came out today. So we're going to talk about why this has happened, what we should do during this, and how we can, come back from, being down, because I know a ton of people probably have lost coins. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you guys the bright side of this all. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please drop a like on it. So we'll start off with the graph and then we'll move over to the console in a second. So as you guys can see on the graph right there, where you see the first little bottom on the, where it goes up and down like this. That was about at 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. US Eastern Time, so it's like 3 a.m. UK. This was the absolute bottom. I was awake during it, and the market really wasn't looking great, but then it started to turn up, and we started getting some hype to the rewards, and I think this was investors getting excited, rewards coming out, hopefully the market goes up. And what actually ended up happening, well, as you guys can see, right at the peak of the second, part of the graph, we actually just lost all momentum. And I find this so crazy to me because we had huge momentum. On the index 100, we literally went up like 6 points, which is a good amount. And that is so much hype leading into rewards. For it to just die like that, I thought that was actually really, really crazy. I was honestly shocked that, I was shocked that it just dropped like no tomorrow, and obviously you've seen we've dipped down quite a bit. It looks like we started to flatten out here. So that is, it has been pretty crazy. The reason why this is probably happening, and I have to say it's got to be just due to fear from investors. Lots of new investors, lots of new traders coming in this year. And it seems, there was a little bit of hype heading in. I think a lot of people at the time I said I was on, they started thinking this was the bottom. We started buying in, and we ended up, everyone got burnt pretty much. It's really not a huge surprise that it happened. A lot of cards were overpriced, but again, the main reason this happened is got to be fear. Fear of losing coins, and a lot of people had it after the first dip, and I think it's carried on over. Not to mention, we have not had the full player base even get into the game yet. So you don't have a bunch of just casual buyers in, really. We have no casual buyers in the market. And what happens when stuff like this happens is when you get a lot of panic, you start seeing a lot more selling, no buying at all. I'll tell you that. Nobody is buying. I don't even think many people are buying for their teams anymore. And a lot of people just asking, when to sell, when to sell, when to sell. And it's just causing fear. At least from my Twitter DMs and even some of the comments on the recent videos, I've seen so many people just asking, when is the best time to sell? I don't want to lose coins. I think just so much fear, it just leads to this. And unfortunately, it's a lot more fear than a lot of people thought. I did not think, and many other traders did not think, that we were going to be dropping down this low on a Thursday, especially after rewards. And we have marquee matchups coming out later. With the potential for more pack supply, could we see the market go down more? Or what, logically should happen is that means more coin supply. We should go up, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see what happens. I think another reason why the market has started to drop is due to these, these cards like Lorente and these crazy cards that were super expensive for no reason. I think them coming down scared off quite a few of people, and that started causing fear when these bigger investments that people were making on these low rated meta cards, I think people started having some fear. Personally, I believe this card is like 15k now. Personally, I think some of these cards are too low, but there's just no bottom for them right now. They're gonna keep dropping until we start seeing some more significant buying, and at least for now, I have no idea when that will happen. Obviously, next week will make sense. There will be buying for sure because we get the first weekend league. That is what can save us at that point. That's a week away. Is there anything that's going to be able to save us in between now and then? I really don't know. Lorente down to, 15k. A lot of people I know went in on this card thinking he can go higher than his extinct price or whatever it was. Regardless, a lot of these cards are going to be coming down, and I know what happens. It's a chain reaction, especially at the start of FIFA with so many new people. When a card starts going down, more and more people start selling. Even some of my friends that I talked to in person over Xbox, they were telling me they started panic selling their cards as well, just to, minimize their loss. And this creates a chain reaction, and when people keep doing that, this is why prices keep going down. Now, there's still plenty of time. Like I said, we're not even a full week into the game. The full launch hasn't even come out, so realistically tomorrow could be a complete turnaround, and next week, market's going high. I don't think players will ever go as high as they once were. Like, Lorente, he will never be, his 30, 40k again, I don't think. And same with a lot of other cards, I don't think that will happen to them. So now, what can you do if you are, you have investments, you're still holding? What can you do? You just want to sell for a loss? Personally, I wouldn't do that. It's just stupid because there's still so much time. You still have weekend league next week. Yeah, they're down right now, but as long as you have coins coming in and out and you still have coins to trade with, I think you should be all right. Like I've said, you never want to spend all of your budget. I know right now I have 4k in my account, but I am flipping cards short term too, which is still bringing me in profit. That is offsetting some of my losses that aren't really losses because I haven't sold yet. What I have been doing on the market is I've been selling to lazy buyers. And this is what I recommend doing if you're feeling, you're suffering a loss, you don't want to lose too much. What you guys can do for lazy buyers, and if you guys don't know what that is basically it's when a more casual player or someone who doesn't pay attention too much attention to the market, they basically just buy the next guy that comes up on the list. So for example, if I just not search the market for Lorente, but if I just search the market, randomly, looking for some players to put in my club, oh, here's Acuna or whatever, or we'll wait, like Van de Beek. Van de Beek is not 23k. He is not 23k. This card is 18k on Xbox right now. This is a prime example of a lazy buyer. Someone who doesn't want to look through his price and find the lowest one. They just buy the closest one and that's it. This is what I recommend doing. List for lazy. So what you want to do is you want to list for, 5 or 10k more than the actual price is. And the reason why you want to do this is because, like I said, people will just buy for no reason because they're just too lazy to look at the lowest price. And this is something that happens a lot more with more casuals in the game. So I think tomorrow on Friday, I think this is going to be really, really effective to do. And this will help minimize your losses. Like I said, if you bought a Van de Beek for 21k and now he's 18k, this guy just sold his for 23k. So he actually profited off of, a card that's losing steam. And you can do this with a lot of other cards. I've seen so many sell. I've been selling them off with, lazy buyers too. It's a super easy method to do, and you'd be surprised how often it actually works. And it will continue to work as more and more people keep starting to buy their teams. So I highly recommend. Now, what to do with coins you currently have? Stay away from investing right now. The market is super, super unstable. I would just avoid any longer term holds. Some fodder is really low. I know I've seen some people investing in high rated fodder. And if you want to hold for a long time, that's fine. Go for it. But the reason why I want to stay away from high rated fodder is I don't know how long I'll be holding those cards for. It could be a long time before we get something that really requires them. So again, it's just, if I had coins right now, if I had 500k liquid, or I know a lot of you guys have lots of coins. If I had coins, I would probably just wait right now. If you are looking to build a team, this is the time to build a team, honestly. I would buy a team right now. You can buy some investments and stuff, but like I said, we don't know when the bottom is. And even when buying your team, you might want to wait, a little bit. I think tomorrow's going to be a good day. I think we're finally going to reverse up with new players coming in, meaning, when traders are holding, you still have people buying into the market. The problem is everybody's holding and fearing and whatever it may be. Not too many people are buying. So I would stay liquid. Just do, quick flips or snipe, whatever it may be. We'll have some more filters coming out later, today or tomorrow, whenever. So that'll pretty much wrap up the video. We did talk about a lot. I hope you guys stayed till the end. I really appreciate all the support. Like I said, just stay calm, don't panic. It's not hard to, make coins in this game. It's just when there's a lot of people panicking, you need to stay calm and think about what you need to do. Sure, I can panic sell all my investments right now for the absolute lowest right now, or I can just wait a week and, sell them off for likely break even or a small loss, not what some people are accumulating right now. It's actually crazy. And I just gotta warn you guys too, to be careful. I see so many people on Twitter and even on my own videos that just hop into investments without even, thinking or even listening all the way. I saw some people hopping in St. Maximin yesterday because he was extinct. Somebody said, St. Maximin extinct. And that's all he said, and people started hopping in. That just makes no sense to me. That someone would hop in, a trade like that. St. Maximin's now, his influence like 300k. It's ridiculous how much this card has dropped. Same with Chilwell. We talked about yesterday. We talked about how Chilwell was going to go. We talked about how he came out right away. So, he dropped at like 70, 80k, and I saw a 50k undercut. I said this would have been a good price to buy at, so you can resell right away. And then I had someone ask me, when to sell his Chilwells he invested in. And, I do feel bad for, people like that. But at the same time, you guys also have to, think about the trades. Think about the market too right now. Just because I said, Van de Beek is good to lazy sell, and we saw an example, doesn't mean you can do it like that. So just be careful with what you do. Ask yourselves these questions. Why will this guy go up, or why will this guy sell, and what will cause it to? If you can't answer both of those questions, the investment is not a good idea. Anyways, like I said, that'll wrap up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys didn't lose too many coins, and if you guys are still holding, stay strong. I think the reversal's coming very, very soon once we get more and more buyers into the market. And even then, if we dip a little bit more, it doesn't hurt to just buy some more to offset those losses, because like I said, with Weekend League 1, I think we're going to see a nice big market pump coming up, because many people have starter teams and not their Weekend League ready teams. So just keep an eye out for that. Again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, drop a comment if you have any questions or anything you are wondering about. I'll answer as soon as I can. Make sure you guys subscribe for more FIFA 21 content. We have our last minute wants to watch investments video coming out later this afternoon. Don't miss out on that. Until next time, peace.